Welcome to our /Ask Reddit. Today we have a couple of questions that really make me laugh.
Straight guys of Reddit, what is the strangest thing you have been told not to do because that's gay? 1. I said I like it when it rains. A comment says, how is that gay? When it's raining you can go and stand in it so nobody can see your tears. Manly. 2. Putting on sunscreen. Fellas, is it gay to protect yourself from UV rays? Yes, because you aren't protecting yourself from UV gaze. 3. The strangest one I've heard is, 2 guys can't drive around in a convertible with the top down. 4. 2 guys can't sit next to each other in a movie theater if it's not crowded. 5. Grew up in the 80s and 90s, anything you did or expressed an interest in you got called gay for. 6. Loving girls. A comment says that's gay 'cause girls like men.
All I can really say is men. We don't know what we did.
Have you ever had to choose between love and your own mental health? What was that like? 1. I chose my mental health because toxic people that play mind games will drive you crazy. You will become confused, depressed if you don't get out. 2. Choosing your mental health often feels like you're walking away from something or someone you care about, even if you know deep down it's the right thing to do. It's a mix of heartbreak and relief, like you're giving up something precious to save yourself, and that's both empowering and painful at the same time. 3. Yeah, tried staying W. This guy who was all drama, messin' W my head daily. Was like picking between feeling okay or keeping him happy. Man. Ended up leaving 'cause I was losing it. 4. Choosing to prioritize my mental health meant having some tough conversations and ultimately letting go of someone I cared about. It was painful, but it taught me the importance of self-love and setting boundaries. I learned that it's okay to prioritize my well-being, and sometimes, stepping back is necessary for personal growth. 5. Yeah, lots, and it sucked. But I've also chosen love over my mental health, and it's much freaking worse. 6. Yes, I have, and it was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made. Walking away from someone you love to protect your mental health feels like you're tearing yourself apart. But in the end, I realized I had to choose myself in order to heal. It was painful but necessary.
I feel sorry for everyone who has gone through that. I never gone through it, but I hope I never will.
What's the thing from your childhood that still cringes you? 1. Definitely that time my professor asked what I did over the summer, and I wanted to say hanging around and catching up with sleep. All I managed to blurt out was sleeping around. 2. It was around 1984, and my mom had just come out as a lesbian and my parents had split up for obvious reasons. My mom moved us, me and my 2 younger siblings, into a new apartment. It was around the holidays, so we had our menorah in the window. A neighbor kid came by one day and asked if we were Hanukkahs. At 7 years old, it was the only thing he could think of, not knowing what being Jewish was. Now, when my mom came out, I thought lesbian was another Yiddish word, or meant other group of Jews like Chabad, etc. So I proudly said, we're Jewish lesbians. My mom yanked me back inside and said not to say anything else like that until she said she was ready for us to do so. Now, every year at Hanukkah, my family teases me about it. 3. I was trying to be a YouTuber, had a channel, and I was looking at some videos, and oh my god, I was dying. 4. My dad sometimes had to take me into men's toilets as a small child. I am a female. He'd typically cover my eyes with his hand or a handkerchief. Yes, men used to carry these. And bundle me into a stall to pee. He'd relax his eye balking so I could wash my hands. Apparently, I whipped around and saw a man with his tang out and told him that my daddy's willy is darker than yours. 5. Farted in class during a test back in middle school. Everybody knew it was me, but I was too awkward to confirm or deny it, so I just acted oblivious. That fart must have been pretty awful, because a bunch of classmates around me covered their noses with their shirts, and the teacher cracked open a window. Just the complete awkward silence that followed the fart, and the feeling of everybody staring at me in disgust still makes me shudder with cringe whenever I think about it. 6. I was bullshitting my way through a presentation in college on tanks in World War II, and this kid just got so sick of my shit that he called out from the back of the class and corrected me in front of the whole class, while my professor avoided eye contact with me.
That's why I made my videos without my face.
What the hell are you smiling about? 1. My mom and dad will go on a date later. Makes me happy they're still making time for each other despite being busy with work. 2. Just thinking about the time I accidentally texted my boss a meme instead of a report. 3. How great my friends are. Honestly, I've been having a rough year, and they have honestly got my back. We've got a lot closer in the last couple of months, and I couldn't be happier. 4. Not only did a client do everything perfectly and things went smoothly, I also found an old club song back by chance, all at the same time. But I'm at the office and can't freak out, so I shall smile. 5. Having a meal with my friend. Makes me feel less lonely, and like they do enjoy the time they have with me. 6. Going to have a good day today. It's going to be good for my mental health to look forward to something. 7. Despite being at work and having a shit ton of stuff to do at the house, instead of playing games like I want on my lunch, I have 4 sounds playing on Spotify, and I'm in my happy place.
Well, for me, I smile when I saw you guys enjoy me videos. Anyway, big thanks to everyone who watched to the end. I really appreciate the support. And please hit the subscribe button.